Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sylvie Savage. I'm a holistic pet advisor and I help people with all kinds of different things. And what I find really interesting is sometimes we talk about things that are, I don't know, everybody does, like poop. And I find it surprising how little people know what a good poop is for their dog. And so I want to share with you what's a good poop for your dog. So like the scoop on poop to be tacky. Anyways, when I ask my clients, how often does your dog poo, and what does it look like, what does it smell like, and mostly I hear the same thing. Oh, they have a great poop once, twice a day, normal. And I ask them what's normal, and that's when it gets a little bit weird, because they're like, well, it's big and brown. Like it's I think the idea is that if your dog's digestive system is going well, then their poop is going to be good. And that's not an everyday thing. I mean, no one has perfect poops every single day. And I'm not saying, well, you should be really paying attention to every single poop and, but there are patterns and things that you can look for. So I'm going to share with you what a good poop is today and what not a good poop is. Okay. So I had created this form for my clients, and basically it's a poop diary. It has a daily diet diary, but it's also a poop diary. And if you're having some difficulty with your dog, then you can start to really pay attention to how often has this been going on. And I know I did a whole video on assessing your dog, giving your dog a physical. Well, poop diary is also pretty important if your dog is having digestive issues. So the first thing I want to talk about is what's an ideal poop, right? Like, what do you expect from a poop? So ideally, your poop would be small. Or can you see that? Oh, I'll just say it to you. It would be small. It would be firm. It would be easy to pick up off the ground, so it wouldn't leave any marks on the ground. It would be pretty odorless. That would be considered a good poop. So if, those are all the typical things that your dog does. It's pretty small. It's firm. You can pick it up off the ground. It doesn't leave anything on the ground, and it doesn't smell too bad. That's great. Then you have an ideal poop. Now, if your dog's poop is very big, because now the reason why this is important, because if your dog is eats their food and poops everything out, so you have a cup of food and you're pooping a cup of food out, absorption of nutrition is lacking. So it's important to compare. When I say small, I just mean in comparison to the diet, to how much they're taking in, okay? So if the poop is very large and it is difficult to pick up with a bag, and it leaves residue on the ground and is really smelly and soft, then pay attention to what's going on with your dog. I mean, this can happen once in a while. Like, I'm not trying to be anal about it. I'm just no pun intended. I'm just trying to point out that is not an ideal poop. Okay, and if this is something that's going on regularly, every day, and your dog doesn't have to have diarrhea for it to be a non-ideal poop. Like if it has a mucus, that means your dog is having difficulty with their digestion, and there's toxicity, blood. Those types of things are things to be concerned about. If it happened once, it's a little bit, don't panic. We as humans, we don't have perfect poops every day, and we're not panicking about it. We're just like, this has been 3 days now. I think this is bad, right? So, ideal poop, small, relatively speaking to the amount of food that they're eating, firm, easy to pick up, doesn't leave residue on the floor or on the ground, and is somewhat odorless. A bad poo like non-ideal poo, very big relatively to what they're eating. It's very soft, mushy, difficult to pick up, leaves a mess on the floor, and stinky. And so that is my video for today, the scoop on poop. If you want this form, I mean, you could probably create your own, but if you want this form, just let me know. I'll send it to you, no problem. Hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think. See ya. Bye.